Pretty young looking, too. 19-year-old Cap 3. Right out of high school, apparently. 44 int. Yeah. Maybe I'll stick him in as the governor. Cap 3 governor, 19 years old, high int, plenty of time to improve his skills. And this is where the green category, the int, is where all of these are at. So as he levels up, we'll get much better returns on mines and so on, and food generation and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Perry, you're going in as the governor next round. Secret Service Council. We got majors now in the area. Let's change these priorities. Let's get some internal security going on. Make it harder for them to drop spies on my territory. Leave the others the same. Hey there. Oh, it's now. Okay, it's now we do the new governor. That's funny. They want Maya. It says suitability rating 9, but I definitely want Perry. In you go, Perry. Zone upgrade. Do we want to upgrade them already? Yeah, we do. Let's spend the points. Nomads are assaulting our traders. I can let that go up a bit.
Understood.
Cultural exchange, yes.
Understood.
I'm going to be very nice to you. Let's talk to the mayor. Hey there, mayor. You call.
Standing by for acknowledged. Confirming orders.
Okay, you get a budget to keep those upgrades or get those upgrades started. Worker salary. And allow emergency food. And no recruits or colonists or anything. I think that's it.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
How many people we got here? Small town, 44,000. With... Whoa! Oh my goodness. Oh my great googly moogly. So... that is incredibly good. So that's rare artifacts on that site. I need to get a road down there, and I need to get a recycling center on it right damn now. 5.4, 18.4, 4.9, 23, and 19. Lots of scavenging sites, but the only one I care about now is that one right there. Because one of the artifacts we can get is automated factories that will vastly increase my my IP production. So the sooner we can get that rolling, by far, that's the most powerful thing I could do this early in the game. We can get their 100 industrial point factories. So that would be a titanic upgrade to our ability if we can get that done. Alright, so, yay. I just got to stay alive. We got units moving in. This is... oh, this is a miner. This is a miner's units over here. I need to get him. Yeah. That's this guy. I need to get the border locked with him right now, because I don't want him coming across the border and taking more territory. Because he can move right into it as long as right now. So, Zimanio, strats, miners, proposed peace. You, nope, can't do it. Nomads don't want to, huh? Ugh. No problem. No problem. We can deal with it. Let's fix a few things first. You are going out that way. Out ahead of them. You're going to sit on the city. We've got some unhappy people we need to just squat on for a little while. You, I think I'm going to move... now you got to come down here too, because when I move the military units out, you have to sit on that. Alright, you... think I'm also going to bring down this way. This is my current focus. We'll try to get ahead of them to keep them from pushing in. And you we're going to send out this way. Man, this thing doesn't capture any territory for nothing. Need to get a road running up that way too. Otherwise, we're going to be permanently out of supply. Now I'm torn. I might just bring these two up, because right now my focus needs to be to the south if I can afford it. I would rather just pen them off with some cheap units and deal with them later, instead of running one of my main groups up. How many spies do I have in his location? Three currently. If that's it, I can just run the units over. I suspect he's got more, though. My spies aren't showing me everything. Let's drop some more spies on him.
Yes, sir.
That should give me all the info at that point. Oh yes, we got another territory now. It's time to spend some of those cards I've been hoarding. So now it's dangerous for me to do this stuff because a lot of these are randomized which one they're going to go to, and they could be really bad if they go to the new one. Boomtown, that's one of them. That'll help increase the population. They are at what? 60. Oh, they've dropped 63. They're at 30 currently. So we're going to lower unrest. 45 unrest currently. That's a good result. Now we're at 25 unrest. Hit them again? Or... now let's go to a feast. We'll spend the last 2 points in the feast, raising the happiness. That's the thing that's going to be the hardest to recover.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
14 points each. Alright, done. Gotta decide what to do with these guys. I also need to finish my road. What do we have? We got a transport hub and we got a dome farm. Let's nationalize the transport hub. That'll get some truck points down in this area. Yeah, I think that's the plan. We're gonna run these guys up. I'll run a spur of next turn. I'll try to run a road up here to keep them in support. I'll just leave a couple of them up here to act as a blocker. Because worst case, I can raise a new formation here and then bring them over fairly quickly. But it's going to take me a while to get any troops down to the south, which is where the action currently is. So let's unfortunately, bring you guys back south. Well, I know we've eliminated whatever danger this miner represents. I think that's everybody. The giant pile of ruins, this down here, yeah. It could be good, could be 10,000, 8,000, 20,000, 7,000, 11,000. So, I mean, it's all good. There's plenty of... I'd never be able to build that many recycling centers, at least not for a really long time. So, it's good to get access to it eventually, but it's not anything I'll be able to use anytime soon. There is not. Goddamn arrow keys, man. 6 months ago, I yelled and yelled and yelled about the damn arrow keys and how WASD is going to be 4,000 times more preferable than whatever stupid report keys are currently set to it. So, I don't have an answer for you. I yelled at Vic about it. I submitted change requests. I talk about it constantly, and I'm not the only one. Lots of other people have brought it up. I don't know why. I mean, there's some stupid reports tied to those keys. The manual will tell you what they are, but yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying as hell. So, no WASD. I play in a window with the mouse unlocked, so I don't use edge scrolling, and there's no way to move the screen with the mouse, like clicking anything and dragging. None of that will move the screen. So, I think it's only edge scroll and the arrow keys. That is my understanding, anyway. Okay. So for folks that have joined in recently, new game we started earlier today. Took us a few maps. We had several just impossible starts, but the tactical situation here is I'm right in the middle of the world. We've got a major, and a major. I think we've got... There's a minor. I don't think I have any of the other majors identified yet. There's 6 total, including me, so we know of 4, so there's 2 more that I haven't identified yet. And the world does wrap east to the west, so there's a fair section of the map that we haven't gotten to yet. But this one's on Limos, the second size, medium large, and hard difficulty. And I had it on let the AI have more time to process, but when live streaming, that's becoming a little onerous when I have 4 minutes between of turn processing time. So I turned it back off again. Later, when we get into the important fights, I'll turn it on, even if it does take longer. But for now, when it's just everybody kind of moving against the easy to kill little guys, I'm just going to leave it off so we can process turns a little bit faster. Alright, so we need to get this place under control, so hopefully I can harass these guys with my mobile units, just to keep them off my border for a bit while we recover our readiness of our military units and we pacify the population here. So they're pretty unhappy. We need to get rid of this unrest and make sure no negative events happen. So by parking these guys here and garrisoning the city, that should help in that regard. We're going to bring another group south. I'll use 1 to garrison, 1 to go deal with this, and we'll keep the other group available just in case any of these other units move across. But I think roads are my big thing right now. I'm starting to feel like I just need to get roads put in so I can claim the areas I want to claim. Because this whole area out here is completely undefended wilderness. And I don't want to cede that to this major. I don't want him to be able to just freely move into this entire territory to my east. But it costs me a lot more to build roads than it does the AI. We don't play with the same rules, and that's going to be an issue. But I also got these 2 majors over here, so I need to get a road spur heading down this way, so I can then claim this before he shifts the border all the way over also. I'd like as much buffer as I can get. So lots to do, lots to do. I'm trying to remember. What else was I doing? So, 1 turn left on the industry. We have the materials we need to finish. So I'm not going to build anything for fear of accidentally running my materials down. That's going to be a nice big upgrade. And then this is my focus next. So we'll process the turn. Then I'm going to draw a road, and we're going to immediately start. Or I'll just tell it to build the mine, and it'll put the road in for me. Because that is by far the thing that could potentially affect my progress the most if we get the automated factory card. So, I think I'm done for the round. Food and water still not an issue. Oil's still not an issue. Don't need ammo. Our big metal expenditure is about to stop when we finish this building. And then it's mine and start getting bureaucratic offices in both here and here. And then sell rare earth every time the price goes up. Alright, see what happens. The artifacts will come automatically when we put the recycling center down. You just have to, for every 800 points of recycling that happens, we'll get an artifact. So I'll try to get the recycling center in and get it upgraded a level. So we can have a regular cycle of artifacts being uncovered, in addition to the resources it'll provide. So yeah, it's my top priority right now. Barring getting my BPs up, but I think the recycling center is more important. Roads and that recycling center. That's going to be my focus for a little while. I've got enough military to deal with the miners and the free folk marauders, so... How do you turn on edge scroll? I think you just have to have the mouse locked within the window if you're playing it windowed, or you have to just in full screen. I think it's just automatically on. I don't remember. I'll look when I go back. Yeah. I mean, I can't just build roads. I also have to have the logistics to continue to expand. So if it was as simple as drawing a road, that'd be one thing. But I've also got to have truck stations and supply depots or a city, things like that. So ideally, I'd like to plant a city right about here. I want about 13 to 15 spaces between my cities. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is good enough, I think. So right where that resource is would be a good spot for a city, or right near it. Water deposits, we definitely don't need that. That wasn't important. We finished the power plant research. Uh-oh. We got a 200 strength Galactic Republic grade machine gun. And a little bit of money. Got my spy team back. Another zoo project can go up. So, yeah, I'm thinking I want a... they backed off of the border, which is great. Maybe I can sneak in and grab the cargo vessel. Somewhere around here would be great, because it'll be plenty of distance from that city, distant from that city. Then I can springboard from that. See, look at this. This guy's just beelining south. There's just no way I'm going to be able to keep him out. I'll never get over there. He can just move so much faster than me because of the rules they get to use for exploration and roads and stuff. So I think I'm going to have to content myself with my own little north-south slice of the world, not try to worry about moving too far to the east. But right there I'd like one, and maybe right over here I'd like one. Right next to that. So I need to get roads that way, build some kind of a structure, and then I can start a town there. It's going to take forever for them to grow, but gives me a lot of options. Alright, so the trick to other factions taking your land. First, it depends on what kind of faction you're dealing with, just how aggressive they're going to be at it. There's different kinds of minor factions. There's slavers and farmers and raiders and so on. But if you've got one that's pissing you off by constantly moving into your territory, you need to solidify the border by going to your strat cards, go to miners, and it's propose peace. So 7 PP for me at this point at least to propose peace. Even though you don't technically have a war going on, so this confused the hell out of me for a while. But do the propose peace, and that'll lock the border. So well, the problem you might have, though, is sometimes they won't do it. So right now, if I try to propose peace with this guy, I got a difficulty of 762. I don't know if that number is based on the faction type that it is versus, I mean, like farmers maybe are amenable and you get a real difficulty number, but nomads, things like that, slavers are probably never ever going to allow you to declare peace, so you just have to kill them. There's not another strategy. So it's not going to let me declare peace over here. These guys are just nomads, so they have no home city. There's no city for me to go conquer, so they don't recognize the normal rule of law between civilizations and all that. They're just nomads. They think they can go wherever they want, so there's no way to lock the border against nomads. I think slavers might be the same way. They don't have a home city and they don't care. But farmers and some of the other miners, you'll be able to do that that proposed peace, and that locks the border. Alternatively, occasionally they will ask you to open relations, and that'll also lock the border. By lock the border, I mean if you look at the color schemes over here, see the brownish color scheme? That means the border's locked. The white border, anybody can walk through. So this guy can walk up and take my territory just by moving through it and into it. Effectively, you either kill them, or you set up enough units to blockade them so they can't move through. That's pretty much it. No, they don't. No enemies use your logistics networks. They'll cut your units off from logistics. But they don't actually use or consume anything of yours. 4 slaver factions? Oh, that's pretty bad. You can turtle up. I mean, it is survivable. I've survived against that kind of thing, but it does slow you down fairly substantially compared to what the majors are doing, because you're gonna have to spend a lot of time turtled up just protecting your core city while you try to upgrade your troops. If you can get the first couple of unit upgrades, like the automatic rifles and the combat armor, and then you upgrade them all, you'll be able to mostly trounce some of them. The rough part on, I think, slavers is they have all that armor. They have all the buggies and motorcycles and so on. Those are hard to kill with starting units. So just kind of depends on what you're facing. But yeah, that's a lot of slavers to have right on top of you. That's a pretty ugly start. Okay, so we're about to the limit of my supply line. They're grouping up still, unless I get this road run. Let's look at our other stuff. Let's do our decisions first. Always do these first. Militia requires my attention. So they want 11 political points to raise my militancy. Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep everybody happy.
Yes, sir.
Next up, national budget. I'm going to drop Secret Service a bit. Now that we've got the immediate area kind of saturated, I'm going to drop that. Mill research usually goes faster than I can actually incorporate, so I do want certain things, but I'm not going to worry too much about it. Actually, let's unlock that one. Let's drop this one to 30.
Yes, sir.
Alright. New org. Do we want to put in a new org? Is it time? I don't feel like I've got enough PP to spread around right now. I need to get the Model Design Council in, but I'm not planning on doing any models yet until I get at least the armor tech updated. Interior or staff would be okay. I'm going to say no for the moment. Let's not add anybody
Yes,
yet.
sir.
I can manually tell it to add somebody in a few turns. Economics, go for sealed roads. Oh yes, give me sealed roads. That would be awesome. All right, management. So we finished up our industry. So next turn we'll start getting the production out of it. So I don't have to worry about all my resources disappearing again. What I see is what I've actually got. They just finished up a museum and they're working on a hospice. So our infrastructure in our home city is doing great. They're advancing really, really quickly. The new place, though, is pretty bare bones. We got to get some money dumped into that place and get some card upgrades done. Let's see. So that's good. So what you see is what I can actually use. None of this needs to be held or reserved for anything. I'm not sure we're at a point where I can sell yet. Rare earths, nope. And nothing else big is on the line. I think I'm just going to use the IP to extend my road network this turn. First, down here. Construct. Mining. Recycling facility. Apparently I do have the IP for the road, so get that going.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
So 279 to 137. That's how much that road just cost me. But it's on the way, so the recycling center is going to be started. It's going to take some time. So 2 turns, if I can keep it fed with all the materials we need. So we'll just do that. I'm not going to do any other... Actually, how much does that thing cost? Oh, we don't have... We have a logistics problem, I believe. I don't think I have any points going down there. That should fix itself next round, but during upkeep. But so 50 metal, 125 IP. So I got to save the IP. I can't afford to use any of it if I want to keep the schedule on this thing. Alright, so bottlenecks. The road's brand new. No IP has been... No logistics points have been generated for it. That's why it's showing the info the way it is. Next round, it'll recompute everything and redistribute. I think we'll be okay, so I'm not going to worry about the logistics. We'll save the IP to make sure we can afford to pay next round's payment on the construction. Let's see. I was trying to get to that. You can see his tendrils are extending out already. That's the monastery for extra BP points. Not super critical, and too far away from my current road network for me to realistically get to. So let's just oof. Wow, not securing anything, are we? I think this is gonna be the same problem. Yeah, let's just bring this thing back to... Bring it over here. Nobody new over there. He backed off the border. Send you that way. Oops, I forgot we're out of running out of supply already from where we're at. Even if I take this, he can just step over here and take it back, because I'm gonna have to retreat until I get a road spur heading down this way, so there's no point in me grabbing these. Yeah, go ahead. We'll just get pushed back, but we might get lucky and get to hold it for a few turns. Alright, you... Let's try to make a run up and get that in our territory as well. There we go. We've got the territory, so now we've unlocked that. So that gives us the derelict spaceship for research bonus points. Done. What to do with these guys? So we've got a good view of that major's units. He's not too big, so that doesn't look too scary. I'm a little more afraid, because he's competing for territory and has a border. I'm more afraid of a big blobber like this guy, who's got easy access to a few miners to instantly expand his area, and then he's going to go into super expansion mode with nobody else to fight or to contend with. So he scares me the most. Sealed roads increase the efficiency of your logistics. They make movement easier as well for units, but the main thing is that they allow for better retention of transport truck points for your logistics network. Yeah, we'll just leave those where they're at. I got to make up my mind here. I'm torn. I can't do anything about these guys because they're outside of my range currently. And they might just, you know, hang out over there. Nothing else currently is coming my way. I need to get a 3rd regiment raised at some point. So I think what I'll do... Oh, there's that GR unit. So, Ancient Galactic Republic equipment. Machine gun. Pretty strong. Nice if we can get a few others to combine it with. Let's actually attach it to the 1st Infantry. So, unit admin, change HQ, 1st Machine Gun Infantry Brigade. Alright, so now he's officially a member of this unit. Where's my first road gonna go? Neither of these spaces is worth much. That's worth a bit, but that's pretty good there also. I need to get a road that way. Need to get a road coming down this way. I might just leave them here in the center till I can spot a need for them. So, not a great location because they're going to require food shipments along our logistics network the entire time. So I'm just going to leave them where they're at for the moment. They'll be my reaction force going whichever direction looks like we're going to have a problem with. I'd be happier having them up in my capital here. We have spare leftover points. Maybe I'll strap move them up there. What do we got? 400 going north? Probably do have the points. How much is it going to cost me to strap move? Yeah, let's get them all up there. We'll strap move them back out of here. One more. Cool. Awesome. So we got both cities now with our full infantry unit guarding them, helping, you know, police the population. Keeping things from getting a little rowdy. Yeah. So, not going to build, can't sell, don't need to recruit. Strat cards, what can we do to improve our new acquisition? New project. Well, help a teeny tiny bit.
Acknowledged. Confirming orders.
No fate points, so can't do anything with the green. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I just don't have much in the way of those kinds of cards. Partly based on the profiles that we're focusing on right now. Let's go for recruit a command.
Understood.
What did we get? Cap 3, Cameron Permalane. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I hate autocracy also. That's a really good commander, actually. War score would be nice if that was a little higher, but Cap 3, 48's fine. High leadership, tank, infantry, gun, and defensive tactics, plus high command and operational command. So he's a worthy addition. Our 3rd regiment will go to him. Rails are good for what they do. They're not the single solution to all problems. They're mainly beneficial for really long-range transport. They basically allow... So, if you build a truck station, the truck station generates a certain number of truck points that are your logistics points. But there's also a stat for how far it can push those points or pull those points to another location. So this may generate points, and out to here, just as an example, maybe it provides 100 points. And that's the limit. Then it gives 90, 80, 70. It falls off beyond a certain range. The biggest benefit for rail is that it maintains the full point value over really long distances. So it's got a set amount of points it provides for logistics, but its true benefit is that it maintains that for an extreme range. So if you've got far-flung cities that you're trying to move materials through, you definitely want rail. If you're just moving stuff around locally, you just want road. So, hey there, Mendoza. Looks like I had a few people asking questions. Oh, don't get me started on how how units capture territory and destroy logistics routes. Oh man, I yell about that all the time. Even worse than the raiders here doing it, it's when space bunnies and space alligators do it. That's what drives me berserk. Is when the random animals on the planet conquer your territory, claim your road network, and then you lose logistics to a vast army that you have assaulting a major further down the line, just because Mr. Bug's Space Bunny decided to hip-hop across your road. And of course the Space Bunnies are like 30 meters long and have ablative armor and take an entire brigade to go chase down. Yep, supply base just pushes out the points that are present. So it doesn't add points into the network. So earlier I talked about the points. If you had 100 truck points to this, and then it started tapering off, if you were to build a supply depot there, it would allow those 100 points to continue on for a short distance further before it would then start tapering off again. So it doesn't increase the points or create points, it just allows you to extend them a longer distance. The truck stop would actually increase the points available at that spot in the point pool. So again, if we had 100 points getting to here, and we put just a supply depot in, the 100 points would go a little bit further, but it would still be 100 points. If you put a truck stop in, it would be the 100 points plus what the truck stop generates, and then it would start pushing again. So yeah, but they cost different amounts and might take different lengths of time to build. I forget the ratios, but they're for different purposes. They're both useful in their way for different reasons. You want to build them accordingly. Was I done? I got distracted by questions, and we were looking at cards. Let's keep dropping spy. Oh, wait, no. I only got 21 political points. We're going to hold on to our points for a little bit. There is nothing for me to nationalize. We own that. We need to get the food upgraded. And we need to get these guys happier. But I think I'm going to go ahead and let the turn process right here. I think we got everything I needed for the moment. Let's hit the button. How radiation works. The manual's got a pretty good section on the radiation. You don't have to worry about it below like red or hazard level 2. Hazard level 3, I think, is where it starts to become an issue. But it affects things like the max readiness values your units can have. The population can have issues, happiness issues if there's radiation in the area. Higher than 3, when you get 4 and up, you can actually start having health issues and damage and all sorts of stuff. Not too many people will be able to link the manual, but I can do it. I've got it up right now. Never mind. That went to my C drive. I thought that was grabbing the manual off the web. That ain't the one you want. You're not going to get anywhere with that. Should be able to find it pretty easily. Just Shadow Empire manual, I bet, would bring it up in Google. Yep, sure enough. Shadow Empire manual. It's going to bring it right up for you. Or if you insist on a link provided by me. Alright, one decision. Got logical thought unlocked, high velocity guns unlocked, radiation filters, rare metals, and another zoo project. Ooh, field training. That's what we need to do. Let's put you guys into field training. Let's see. 2nd Infantry. 2nd Infantry. Rats. Field training.
Understood.
Alright, so we're field training 2nd. So we have unmasked a spy. Somebody was spying on us. Who was that? Yeah, that guy's getting pretty big. That guy. It's the guy that I pissed off earlier. So, they're going to give me 7 PP, huh? Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Understood.
So, no super dangerous movement to the north. He pulled back, did he? the neutral has reclaimed the territory over there. Until I get a road built, I can't do much with it. Let's just pull back into supply range. Bring you down to join them. We need to pop back into supply range up north as well. Let's do it via... Coming back there. Uh-oh, he's charging me. Yeah, we're gonna have to pull back off of here too. Hmm. 1.1 turns left. Oh, worker shortage. I forgot about the workers. No. Come here, you. We need to have a talk. On orders. Let's give everybody a salary bump. Them workers a little happier. And what I got 53. Let's bump that back down to 5, but let's start adding colonists. I need to shift some population down to that southern city. Need more money.
Wilco.
So we'll start trying to ship some colonists down south. How's our bottlenecks doing? So everything's looking good. Got points in the pipeline. I only had the one... Oh, actually, I do have another one. No, I don't want the other one to go into field training because they might actually have to engage. So they'll just sit here and perform police duties in the population. So the benefits to having them here, if you actually look at the CD details for like unrest, it'll show you unrest diminished with 6 points due to 7,700 troops and 0 security points present in the city. So until we get some security buildings in, having the troops in the city is helping us suppress the unrest value, which has consequences for the happiness values and other values. So we actually got this number down really quick with the card we played earlier, and now by having troops in the area. So another turn or two and we'll have unrest and danger completely eliminated, and then the happiness values will start climbing fairly rapidly. And if we can get some colonists down here as workers, we'll be much better off in getting this factory going. I got to be careful how much I try to build down here because we just don't have the workers. It's going to take a while for the population to recover and for us to have the workers. So we'll leave them alone. Them alone. Them alone. You go ahead and go to there. That'll be my northern barrier for the moment. We don't want to spend any materials until that most important thing here is done. Is it time to sell? Is it sell time? Rare earths at 6. That's going to be a pretty bad price. Yeah, not time. I'm going to start thinking about selling metals, though. We're going to be ahead of the curve on metals for a little bit. 2.6. I don't remember if that's a good price or not. Got 900. Let's sell a couple hundred metal for 500
Copy
credits. Get us back to 1500. Nothing left for me to nationalize that I care about. That'll give me enough cash for doing other things or for... Oh, I know what I need to do. Personnel... Relation, 93 to 56 and 60 is our low. Alright, call the secretary. Whoops.
Standing by.
Let's talk salaries. Hey everybody, we got some cash input options now. Let's do a round of raises. You can have 1, you can have 2, you can have 3. I want my governors really stupid happy. 1 for you. This is the dangerous one here. Soldier's salary. We'll just do 1 for this round. OHQ, you also need to be really happy, and SHQ, be really. All right, let's see all the happiness.
Yes, sir.
6 plus 13, 4, 8, 9, 8, 5, 11. Cool. Now let's look at those values again. That's better. 80s and 90s. It's super, super important, if you can, to get your happiness, your relationship values with all your commanders high. Makes a huge difference. So if you fall below 50, you start taking negatives, and above 50, you get positive bonuses. So the governor here is providing us with a fairly significant bonus to a number of things. If we go to history, skill log. So help trader financing, trade rolls, prospecting chances. He's not very good yet. He's brand new. But it's important. So keep him happy. How do you regen fate points? Negative fate cards. That's the way to do it. You got to be willing to risk the negative fate cards. So play the red fate cards so you can play the green fate cards. You'll get a fate point when you hit certain benchmarks as your civ grows, and then you'll also get fate points awarded when you conquer territories. When you conquer a new zone, you'll get a fate point then too. So a couple ways to get them, but the only way that's easy for you to control is to actually use these negative ones. So gain 2, gain 4. Life support failure. A random zone will lose 2d6% of population and workers and gain the same 2d6 increase in danger. You could lose 12% of your population and get 12% danger increase in exchange for 4 fate points. Now, if I play this and it hits the new territory, not the other one, because it's a random, and there's only 5,000 people that live there, that's not that big a deal. But when you've got a capital city with like 100,000 people in it, and you lose 12% of the population, that could be a pretty significant hit. Alright, so food and water, still no problem. Oil, we're going to have to get sourcing here pretty soon. Metal's good. Power is another one I'm going to have to start worrying about soon. Good to go there. What are the profile advantages we've unlocked? We got curiosity and tech. Oh, we got logical thought too, so we have the engineer team going to be heading out. That's good. Poor democracy. We have none of the democracy stuff yet. Alright, covert ops. Who do we have to target still? Lots of people. My immediate area is fairly clear. Hey, we're up to a D100 plus 53 now. Is that where we were before? I think that's where we were before, actually. About a 30% chance. But a pretty good chance to crit fail it, too. Let's see if we can drop some on him. 115. Yeah, that's a better option.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So we got a big spy drop on that major. I want to get happiness opened with him, too. And let's hold the rest of the points. I need to let them accumulate a bit so we can afford some of the bigger cards. Yeah, let's not do that. Alright, let's just process the turn, see what happens. So we're just, I'm really anxious to get this recycling center up and running. I'm not aware of random events ever giving fate points. Yeah, I believe that's radioactives that have been discovered. I'll click on it when we get back in. It's not a normal or a typical radiation symbol. And that's, I believe, the radioactives mining location. I think my priorities are going to be get that factory, get that recycling center up, then spend IP points getting a few road spurs built to cement in the areas I need to get uncovered, claimed, and supplies to for rapid movement, and then start focusing back on buildings and infrastructure. Like I said, I am going to need one more of the infantry brigades. Covering a lot of territory now. I won't be able to keep them concentrated like I usually like to. Might have to switch my money around, my council money around, to fund more into the weaponry development stuff. I really, really want to get the armor upgrade so I can get all my units upgraded. If I can just get the weapon and the armor upgrade onto my infantry, it makes these fights against these little guys way, way, way easier. Too close to tech and unit parity right now. I have to bring overwhelming force to really kill anything. Okay, total of your BP assets is at 2 levels, and that is lower than the 3 we promised. Yeah, I got distracted, so our word score just took a hit. Uh-oh. Really? Really? I thought... Really? Wasn't like the lowest 60-something? How the hell did that guy get pissed off and leave me? Alright, defection of leader. I don't know. Who was he even in charge of? I don't remember what he was in charge of, but I wish I could look at him. But he's gone. I don't even get a chance to look at him. So, yeah. Alright. I was pretty sure after that raise, so he took my initial raise and he skedaddled. That's weird. Usually I don't have anybody just leave like that unless they're really unhappy with me for an extended period, like down in the 10s and 20s for a while. So I don't know what's up there.